Welcome to Health Haven, your go-to YouTube channel for practical, science-backed advice to live a healthier, happier life, especially for those of us navigating the golden years. At Health Haven, we're all about empowering you with simple, actionable tips to feel your best, no matter your age. Today, we're diving into a topic that hits close to home for so many seniors across the USA, UK, and Canada: muscle loss. Have you ever noticed how it's gotten a bit harder to carry those grocery bags, climb the stairs, or even get up from your favorite armchair? It's not just you. Muscle loss, or sarcopenia, is a natural part of aging that can sneak up on us. But here's the kicker. What you eat before bed could be a game changer in slowing it down. Imagine going to sleep knowing you're actively protecting your strength and vitality. Sounds pretty great, right? In this article, we're exploring the top 4 bedtime foods that can help seniors preserve muscle mass, backed by science and tailored to fit into your everyday life. So, grab a cozy blanket, maybe a cup of tea, and let's get started on keeping those muscles strong. As we age, our bodies naturally start to lose muscle mass, sometimes by as much as 3 to 5% per decade after age 30, according to research from the National Institute on Aging. That might not sound like much at first, but over time, it can make everyday tasks feel like climbing a mountain. Think of your muscles like a bank account. If you're not making regular deposits, the balance dwindles. For seniors, this can lead to frailty, falls, or even a loss of independence. But here's the good news. You don't need to hit the gym like a bodybuilder to fight back. What you put on your plate, especially before bed, can act like a nightly deposit to that muscle bank. Eating the right foods at the right time supports muscle repair and growth while you sleep, when your body is busy rebuilding itself. So, what are these magical bedtime foods? Let's dive into the first one. First up is Greek yogurt, a creamy, delicious powerhouse that's perfect for a bedtime snack. Why Greek yogurt? Well, it's packed with protein, particularly casein, which is a slow-digesting protein that feeds your muscles gradually overnight. Picture it like a steady drip of fuel keeping your muscles nourished while you dream. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that consuming protein before bed can boost muscle protein synthesis, the process where your body builds and repairs muscle, by up to 22% compared to not eating anything. For seniors, this is huge because our bodies become less efficient at using protein as we age. A small bowl of Greek yogurt, about 3/4 of a cup, gives you around 15-20 grams of protein, which is just right for that overnight muscle repair. Plus, it's gentle on the stomach and easy to find in grocery stores across the USA, UK, and Canada, whether you're shopping at Walmart, Tesco, or Loblaws. You can keep it simple or jazz it up with a sprinkle of nuts or a drizzle of honey. Just avoid sugary toppings that could spike your blood sugar and disrupt your sleep. Now you might be wondering, why before bed? Isn't eating late bad for you? Not necessarily. The old myth about avoiding food at night mostly applies to heavy, greasy meals that can mess with your digestion or sleep. A light, protein-rich snack like Greek yogurt is different. It's like giving your muscles a little TLC while you rest. The key is timing. Aim to eat about 30-60 minutes before you hit the hay. This gives your body enough time to start digesting without keeping you up. If you're someone who loves routine, maybe you're winding down with a book or your favorite BBC drama, adding a small serving of Greek yogurt to that ritual could be a simple way to protect your strength. Have you ever tried eating a protein-packed snack before bed? It might just become your new favorite habit. Next on our list is cottage cheese, another protein-packed gem that's perfect for seniors looking to preserve muscle. Like Greek yogurt, cottage cheese is rich in casein protein, which works its magic overnight. But what makes cottage cheese stand out is its leucine content, an amino acid that's like the foreman on a construction site, directing your body to build and maintain muscle. Research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition shows that leucine-rich foods can significantly enhance muscle protein synthesis, especially in older adults. A half cup of low-fat cottage cheese delivers about 14 grams of protein and a hefty dose of leucine, making it an ideal bedtime choice. It's also versatile. You can eat it plain, mix in some berries for a touch of sweetness, or even spread it on a slice of whole grain toast if you're feeling fancy. For those in the UK, you might find it in Sainsbury's labeled as quark, or curd cheese in some cases, but it's the same muscle-loving stuff. One thing to keep in mind with cottage cheese is sodium. Some brands can be a bit salty, which might not be ideal if you're watching your blood pressure, a common concern for seniors in the USA, UK, and Canada. Check the label and go for low-sodium options if that's a worry for you. Also, if you're not a fan of the texture, don't let that stop you. Blending cottage cheese into a smoothie with a banana or some frozen fruit can make it silky smooth, and just as nutritious. It's like turning a lumpy old sweater into a cozy blanket. Same great benefits, just a different feel. Have you ever given cottage cheese a try, or does the idea of eating it before bed sound new? Either way, it's worth experimenting to see how it fits into your routine. Moving on to our third bedtime hero, eggs. Yes, eggs aren't just for breakfast anymore. A couple of hard-boiled eggs or a small scrambled egg portion before bed can do wonders for your muscles. Eggs are often called nature's perfect protein because they contain all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to repair and build muscle. A study in the journal Nutrients highlighted that consuming whole eggs, not just the whites, promotes muscle protein synthesis better than many other protein sources, thanks to the yolk's nutrients like choline and healthy fats. 2 large eggs give you about 12 grams of protein, which is a solid amount for a bedtime snack without being too heavy. Plus, eggs are affordable and easy to prepare. Whether you're in a bustling city like New York, a quiet village in the Cotswolds, or a snowy town in Alberta, eggs are also incredibly versatile. If you're not in the mood to cook, hard-boiled eggs are a grab-and-go option you can prep earlier in the week. Sprinkle a little pepper or paprika for flavor, or pair them with a slice of avocado for some healthy fats that keep you satisfied. The beauty of eggs is their simplicity. They fit into any lifestyle, whether you're a busy grandparent shuttling kids to activities or enjoying a slower pace in retirement. One thing to note, if you have concerns about cholesterol, talk to your doctor, but for most people, moderate egg consumption is perfectly fine, according to the American Heart Association. So, what's your go-to way to enjoy eggs? Could you see yourself adding them to your evening wind down? Last but not least, let's talk about a plant-based option, a small serving of edamame. These young soybeans are a fantastic choice for seniors, especially if you're vegetarian, vegan, or just want to mix things up. Edamame is rich in protein, offering about 11 grams per half cup, and it's loaded with branched-chain amino acids like leucine, which we mentioned earlier. A study in the Journal of Gerontology found that plant-based proteins can be just as effective as animal proteins for muscle maintenance when consumed in adequate amounts. Edamame also brings fiber to the table, which is great for digestion, a bonus for those late-night snacks. You can find edamame in the frozen section of most grocery stores, from Whole Foods in the USA to Waitrose in the UK or Sobeys in Canada. Just steam or microwave them, sprinkle with a pinch of sea salt, and you've got a muscle-friendly snack ready in minutes. What makes edamame especially appealing is its light, nutty flavor and fun, pop-out-of-the-pod texture. It's like a little game you play with your food, which can make eating feel less like a chore and more like a treat. If you're not used to plant-based proteins, edamame is an easy way to dip your toe in. You can even toss them into a small salad with cherry tomatoes, or enjoy them alongside a glass of warm milk for extra protein. For seniors in colder climates, like those long Canadian winters, a warm bowl of edamame can feel like a cozy hug before bed. Have you ever tried edamame, or is it new to your radar? It might just surprise you with how easy it is to love. Now you might be thinking, how do I choose which of these foods is right for me? The beauty is, you don't have to pick just one. You can rotate them based on what you're craving or what's in your pantry. The key is consistency, making a protein-rich bedtime snack a regular part of your routine. Think of it like brushing your teeth, a small habit that adds up to big results over time. Aim for about 10 to 20 grams of protein in your bedtime snack, which is enough to stimulate muscle repair without overloading your system. Also, keep portions modest to avoid feeling too full, which could disrupt your sleep. If you're someone who loves planning, maybe you're already picturing a weekly menu with Greek yogurt one night, cottage cheese the next, and so on. What sounds like it would fit best into your evenings? Beyond these 4 foods, there are a few other things to keep in mind to make your bedtime snack as effective as possible. Hydration is a big one. As we age, our sense of thirst can dull, but staying hydrated supports muscle function and recovery. A glass of water alongside your snack can make a difference. Just don't overdo it, or you might be up for a midnight bathroom run. Also, try to avoid sugary snacks or caffeine close to bedtime, as they can interfere with sleep quality, which is just as important for muscle health. Sleep is when your body does most of its repair work, so pairing a good snack with 7-8 hours of rest is like giving your muscles a double boost. Are you getting enough sleep these days, or is that something you're working on? Another tip is to think about balance. These bedtime foods work best as part of a broader healthy diet. If you're eating plenty of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins throughout the day, your bedtime snack is like the cherry on top, sealing the deal for muscle preservation. For example, in the USA, where fast food is everywhere, it's easy to fall into habits that skimp on nutrients. In the UK, maybe you're grabbing a quick pasty on busy days, or in Canada, poutine might call your name. There's nothing wrong with enjoying those foods occasionally, but prioritizing nutrient-dense meals sets the stage for your bedtime snack to shine. What's a typical day of eating look like for you? Could a protein-packed evening bite be the missing piece? Let's address a question you might have. What about supplements, like protein powders? While they can be convenient, whole foods like the ones we've talked about are usually better because they come with extra nutrients like vitamins, minerals, and fiber. Protein powders can be pricey, and some have added sugars or additives that aren't ideal. That said, if you struggle to eat enough protein, maybe due to appetite changes or dietary restrictions, a high-quality whey or plant-based protein powder could be a backup. Just check with your doctor first, especially if you have kidney issues or other health concerns. The goal is to make this as simple and sustainable as possible, using foods you can find at your local grocery store, whether that's Kroger, Asda, or Metro. You might also be wondering about exercise. Do you need to lift weights to make these bedtime snacks work? Not at all. While strength training is fantastic for muscle health, even light resistance exercises like bodyweight squats or using resistance bands, these foods can still help even if you're not hitting the gym. Think of them as a safety net, catching those muscles before they slip away. If you do enjoy some physical activity, maybe a brisk walk through a park in London, a hike in the Rockies, or gardening in your backyard, these snacks will amplify those efforts. What kind of movement do you enjoy, or are you looking for ways to add a bit more to your day? One more thing to consider is how these foods fit into cultural habits. In the USA, snacking before bed is pretty common, but it's often chips or ice cream. Swapping those for Greek yogurt or eggs could be a small change with big payoffs. In the UK, where tea and biscuits might be a nighttime ritual, adding a scoop of cottage cheese or some edamame could elevate that habit. In Canada, where long winters might have you craving comfort food, warm edamame or a couple of eggs could feel just as cozy. It's all about making these foods feel like they belong in your life, not like a chore. What's a nighttime habit you already love that you could pair with one of these muscle-saving snacks? As we wrap up, let's talk about why this matters. Muscle loss doesn't just affect how strong you feel. It impacts your confidence, your independence, and your ability to enjoy life's little moments, like playing with grandkids or strolling through a farmer's market. By adding one of these 4 bedtime foods, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, eggs, or edamame, to your routine, you're taking a proactive step toward staying vibrant and strong. It's not about perfection, it's about small, consistent choices that add up. At Health Haven, we're here to cheer you on, whether you're in New York, Manchester, or Toronto. We'd love to hear from you. What's one bedtime snack you're excited to try? Drop it in the comments below or join our Health Haven community to share your journey and get more tips. And as always, check with your healthcare provider before making big changes, especially if you have specific health concerns. Here's to strong muscles and sweet dreams. See you in the next one. You might be wondering if there are other ways to support muscle health beyond bedtime snacks. Absolutely. Staying active, even with gentle activities like yoga or Tai Chi, can make a big difference. These are popular across the USA, UK, and Canada, and they're low impact, making them great for seniors. Also, consider vitamin D, which supports muscle function. Many seniors in northern climates like Canada or the UK may not get enough from sunlight, so foods like fortified milk or a supplement with your doctor's okay could help. Another question might be about portion sizes. Stick to small servings. Think a handful or a small bowl to avoid digestive discomfort. If you're curious about other protein-rich snacks, options like a small piece of chicken or a handful of almonds could work too, but our top 4 are especially bedtime friendly due to their ease and nutrient profile. What else are you curious about when it comes to staying strong as you age? Share your questions with the Health Haven community, and let's keep the conversation going.